Hey everybody, and welcome back to another EDH video. Today's video we are back doing another build your own precon video. So for $45 I've built you a commander precon pretty much. This is a thing popularized by Artillery Community College and Commander Mechanic. So we're doing it around Kotis like Fangkeeper. First, I would like to let you guys know that I have a podcast over on Spotify and over on Apple Podcasts. Also here on YouTube with a video form if you guys would like to go watch that. The link will be in the description. I'll put the playlist in the description as well. I'm not sure what day this is going to go out, but you guys will definitely be able to see it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on Patreon, join the Discord, and follow me on Blue Sky and Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, Kotis the Fangkeeper, one generic and a Sultai, so it's a green, a blue, and a black. Yep, I did that backwards. Not sure why. Legendary creature, zombie warrior, indestructible. Whenever Kotis deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards via their library. Rex is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. That's a 2/1. The indestructible doesn't matter here, so you're just going to want to giving him like evasionness. That's definitely a word. Evasion, and giving him like plus big pluses. You're going to want to give him buff. So I went more aura with this because green has a lot of aura synergy, like enchantments or auras. I could have went equipment, but I just felt like equipment was boring, and that's more of a Boros thing. I wanted to go more aura e here. So let's get right into what's actually inside of the decks. First up, obviously, we're going to have ramp. We're in Sultai. We have good ramp in this deck. So we're going to have Soul Ring. Yeah, boring, but it's in every precon, so why not just throw it in mine? Next, we have the Talisman of Curiosity, which is 2 generic. You can tap it for a colorless, or you can tap it and it'll create a green or a blue, and it'll deal 1 damage to you. Talisman of Dominance is the same thing, but it'll tap for a blue or a black and deal 1 damage to you. And Talisman of Resilience is the same thing, but it'll tap for a green or a black and deal 1 damage to you. You have Simic Signet, Golgari Signet, and Dimir Signet. They all can filter mana, so you can pay 1 and tap them and get their respective name color. So Dimir obviously taps for Dimir, Golgari taps for Golgari, Simic taps for, Simic. And we had Arcane Signet there. Next we have a Llanowar Elves, Wild Growth, Elvish Mystic, and Fenhorn Elves, which all pretty much just tap for an additional mana. For 1 mana. Fenhorn Elves, Elvish Mystic, and Llanowar Elves do, but Wild Growth is an aura that can make our land tap for an additional green. Next up, we have removal/wipes. So this is just pretty much mass disruption stuff. We have Toxic Deluge, which you can pay X life, and all creatures get -X till end of turn. Amphibian Downpour, which has Storm, and then makes all creatures 1/1s with no abilities. We have Aetherize, return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Then we have River's Rebuke, return all non-land permanents target player controls their owner's hand. Just some really good basic board wipes here. Toxic Deluge is up to $5, but I might as well just put it in because we're in black and it's one of the better ones. Then we have Negate and Arcane Denial. This is 2 counter spells we're running. I don't know, they're not the best, but they are very cheap in money-wise, so I might as well just throw them in here. We could put a counter spell in, but I think counter spell's literally like $2, so these ones are the cheaper ones. Then we have Beast Within, Abrupt Decay, Infernal Grasp, and Feed the Swarm, which Beast Within will destroy any permanent and give them a 3/3. Abrupt Decay will destroy any non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less and can't be countered. Infernal Grasp will destroy target creature and you lose 2 life, and Feed the Swarm will destroy target creature or enchantment and you lose life equal to the permanent's mana value, which is all pretty good removal here. Most of them are 2, but Beast Within is 3 mana to do that. So next up we have Propaganda and Dissipation Field. These are ways to deter people from attacking us because we don't want to be attacked because we do not have a lot of creatures in here. We're pretty much putting all of our eggs on one basket, as in Kotis. So we have Propaganda, creatures you can't attack unless their controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you. We have Dissipation Field. Whenever a permanent deals damage to you, return it to its owner's hand. It also counters Niv-Mizzet, so that's kind of funny. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. Next up we have Draw. We have Shielding Plex, which enters and draws you a card, and then the enchanted creature can't be the target of spells and abilities to your opponent's control. We have Citizen Trading. Whenever it enters, draw a card, and then the creature has +1/+0 and has Trample. Cartouche Knowledge enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then the enchanted creature has +1/+1 and has Flying. So 2 of them give evasion, 1 of them gives kind of Shroud. This is pretty good. I guess it gives Hexproof. Shield Plating gives Hexproof. We have Verdant Enchantress, which says whenever you cast an enchantment, draw a card. I don't know, that the old wording's weird. We have Tangless Plan Look At. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. If Enchantress is present, whenever you cast an enchantment, draw a card. We have Citizen Champion. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on Citizen Champion and draw a card. Just a couple of creatures here that actually just let us draw cards. We have Combat Research. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. It's an enchant creature. And then as long as the enchanted creature is legendary, it gets +1/+1 and has a ward. So our commander. We have Curious Obsession. Enchanted creature has +1/+1, and whenever it deals combat damage, you draw a card. Snake Umbra has, and that's the same thing as Curious Obsession, except for it's more mana. Sleeper's Robe can't be blocked except by artifact creatures or black creatures, and whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Then we have Hunter's Insight, 2-star creature you control. When that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw the many cards. And then we have Return of the Wild Speaker, 4 generic and a green. Draw cards equal to greatest power among non-human creatures you control, or non-human creatures you control get +3/+3. That just goes along with both of our plans. We want to draw cards, we want to buff our commander. We can do one of those whenever we need to. I like it for both. And Hunter's Insight is just also just a really good card for being uncommon. As we have Evasion, we already covered a little bit of Evasion, but we have Favor of Overbeing, which is Simic, and then if the enchanted creature is green, it gets Vigilance, and if it's blue, it gets Flying. We have Faithless Shadowcat Familiar. Commanders you control have Menace and Death Touch, making it absolutely hard to block. If it is blockable, then we have Arcane Flight. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has Flying. We have Aqueous Form. The enchanted creature can't be blocked, and then whenever it attacks, you scry 1. A little bit of card advantage. I think a scry is considered like half a card. Then we have Tricks of the Trade. This is 3 generic and a blue. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and can't be blocked. We have Security Bypass, which is enchanted creature is attacking alone. It can't be blocked. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, connive. So you draw and discard, and it gets a counter if you discard it on land. We have Rogue's Passage, which we're probably never going to activate, but it does tap for color, so you can tap for tap it. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. We have Spectral Flight, which gives it +2/+2 and has Flying, and gives it Flying. Next, we have Protection. There isn't a whole lot, but we have Sephrid Embrace, which enchanted creature gets +2/+2, gains Flying, can't be the target of spells or abilities. We have Fey Flight, which enters and gives it Hexproof, and then also gives it +1/+0 and has Flying. We have Snakeskin Veil, it's just a green in it, and it just gives it +1/+1 counter and gains Hexproof until end of turn. These could have been in like the evasion, but it's okay. It does give them evasion and also makes them like can't be targeted. Next up, we have the plan. There's a bunch of cards in here that just make our commander buff. So we have Felix 5 Boots. If a creature you control dealing combat damage to a player causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So our commander. Then Giant Inheritance. Enchanted creature gets +5/+5. We don't care about the rest. Demonic Embrace. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1. We don't care about the rest. We have Araminta's Guise, which is gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it, and it has Vigilance. So our commander can be a giant. We have a Lion Umber, which is 2 green, enchant modified creature, so it has to have a +1/+1 counter or enchanted or an equipment, and it gets +3/+3 Vigilance on reach. We have Raised by Giants. Commander creatures you control have power and toughness 10/10, and our giants. If Hydra's of Growth, it enters, put a +1/+ counter on enchanted creature at the beginning of your upkeep. That will then our +1/+ counters on enchanted creature. We have Invigorate, which you can cast for free if you control a forest and you have an opponent gain 3 life, and then the target creature gets +4/+4. Port Coast Sailor, commander creatures you own have, when this creature attacks, if no opponents have more life than that player, this creature can't be blocked this turn. We have Ancestral Mask, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other enchantment in play. We have Ranker, which gives +2/+0 and gives Trample. We have Scale Up, which says target creature becomes a worm with 6/4 base toughness and power. We have Ancient Cellar Spawn, which says when you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value, target opponent loses life equal to the difference. You're going to be casting a lot of free spells, and if they have a lot of big stuff, they're going to be taking a lot of damage with Kotis. We have Villainous Wealth with X in Assaultai. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of the library. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from them without paying their mana cost. So also go with Ancient Cellar Spawn. We have lands. So we're going to have Veridescent Bog, Necroblossom Snarl, Woodland Cemetery, and Twilight Mire, which all are Golgari lands that do Golgari stuff. Yep, Golgari stuff. Darkwater, Catacombs, Choked Estuary, Sunken Hollow all do Golgari stuff. Then Opulent Palace taps for all our colors, but comes untapped. Just a little cheap tri-land. Overflowing Basin, Vine Glimmer Snarl, Hinterland Harbor, and Flooded Grove all tap for our Simic colors. They're Simic lands. What else can I say about them? Bajuka Bog enters an exile target player's graveyard. Rogue's Passage, we already talked about it. Command Tower and Exotic Orchard both tap for colors. One is for commander's color identity, the other is for opponent's control. So, yeah, those are our lands. That's a deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of rambled through it because I put the cards too short, so it was kind of hard to do, and it's kind of hard to go back and fix it. So that's why I was rambling. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, don't forget to join the Discord. And peace out.